And here we go. Hello, Gail.
Hello, Winnie. How are you?
Oh, it's just fabulous. Oh my God. I'm so thankful that you came on and your lighting, everything is so angelic. I was just saying that to you. And is that real? Is that not a virtual background? Is that really yours?
That's my house.
It's beautiful.
So I have I don't know if you can see the boa hanging there. That's to keep the birds from hitting the window.
Oh, that's smart.
And
Jose, you're so considerate.
Jose gave that to me. Jose Garcia?
My brother?
What's his name?
Jose Cañinos.
Yeah, yes.
From JTM.
Mike Garcia, yeah. Mike Garcia used to work with him, but Jose had given me that.
Oh my God, that is my brother from another mother. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Because we both love to wear costumes. And we love being with everyone and feeding kids. Like, we're so crazy passionate. We're like overly passionate.
Yep.
Just like you. That's why we get together. Now, so when I first met you, you were like lightning that hit me. Bam! And and you don't know this, but I mean, maybe I don't say it enough, but you struck me with such a chord with your heart, and you were beaming sunshine light, and so many of you I'm so blessed to have this warmth and light always. But I want to know, Gail, your story. How did you get into child nutrition, really, and how long?
Well, it actually started when I was a freshman in high school. And I decided at that time, I said, I want to study nutrition.
Oh my God.
I didn't know I'd go into child nutrition. I just am very interested in health and exercise. I used to work out with Jack LaLanne. That really ages me. On TV, he was on TV.
Juicy, yes.
And his two dogs, and my parents would make fun of me, but I'm like, no, this is important that you need to stay healthy and exercise and eat right. So it really started then. And by the time I graduated from high school, I was off to Palomar College, it's a local college, and then to Chapman College. Traveled around the world on a ship, Chapman SS Rindam. And then it's a Holland American line. And then I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where I got my degree in dietetics and food administration.
Wow.
So it was the highest degree you could get at that time in that college. And then a little later, I did a little bit of teaching for seniors, teaching how to cook on a dime.
What? That's amazing.
It was fun. It was fun working with them. And then got married. Had 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
And then the typical story, got divorced.
Me too. High five, sister.
It's just, I guess it's how it is. Never got remarried.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
Yes.
And but we got married and had a child in San Luis Obispo, my first daughter, who's Jessica. And Jessica's now a winemaker. She's the cupcake wine.
I know cupcake wine. Yeah. I buy theirs.
So if you read on the back, she's got a little story, Jessica, and she signs it, Jessica Tomei.
Oh my God.
And then we moved to Pleasant Hill, where I had my second child, Jamie. And no, actually, did we move to Shaver? I had Jamie in Shaver Lake above Fresno. And then we were there for at least 7 years. My husband worked on the hydro plant and then moved to Pleasant Hill. And at that time is when I went to work for Walnut Creek.
Oh, Walnut Creek up here in NorCal.
Yeah. So exactly. So went to Walnut Creek. I was there 9 years. I joined Shape California by the recommendation of my child nutrition consultant.
Nice.
So I was there 9 years, moved to Southern California, continued to work in school food service. I worked for Bowden Food Sales for about 15 months. Worked for a healthcare facility for seniors for a short time. And then back into school food at San Ysidro School District.
San Ysidro.
All Provision 2 schools.
Oh, nice.
When I worked there. And then I went to Murrieta.
Marietta. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Marietta. Yeah.
Temecula, above Temecula.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Murrieta, I went to Hemet.
Oh, I don't know
Hemet. You don't know Hemet?
Oh,
Winnie, you've got to go see their production kitchen.
Okay.
It's a central kitchen. It is a state of the art. It
to
is
die for.
Oh my God, it's to die.
I have to. Okay. You have to give me the info so I can go.
Yeah. And then I went to Paris, where I started a program.
Yeah.
Paris Union Union High School District. And then finally ended up in Escondido, where I worked. Yay! Woo! Escondido! And where I worked for 9 years, and then retired.
No, you're not retired. Don't say retired.
21 days. I retired for 21 days, and then I went to work. Anahid Braki, from the CEO for San Diego Hunger Coalition,
yes.
called me. I know, she is amazing.
Man.
She is fighting the hunger issue with
everywhere.
all her heart and mind. And yep. And so I've been working with Hunger Coalition on the Hunger Free Kids.
Yes.
Since July.
Oh.
I know. And then what I do is I connect with districts who I already know them,
Exactly.
And connect with them, see how I can help them.
Yep.
Would they fit in for the grants that we get to help them serve more kids? But I started out COVID with the district, in March.
Oh yeah.
And just fought. I actually got Administrator of the Year award.
Yeah.
I know. I was just like, oh my God, that's unbelievable. And so this was my signature. Can you see it?
You can't stop us now. Bring it on. That's right.
Bring it on. We've got this. You can't stop us now. Bring it on.
That's right.
Every day is something different. It was like, nope, we've got this.
Yep, we do.
I had these up all over the district. I had them on the windows, on the walls, and door. And
I love it.
We were the ones fighting.
Yes.
We were the ones fighting this to feed the kids and figure out how to do it. And what signage do we need? And every single day something changed.
Yep.
You got to fill out this waiver. You got to do this. You can't do this. Oh, supper. The last day of supper was yesterday. I'm like, what?
So much paperwork. Am I right?
God, it just was. It teaches you a lot. It teaches you resiliency and how you can fight this and help others work through it. And everybody's scared. Nobody knows, it changes. And but feeding kids is key, and keeping kids is my passion. I
know.
My kids are my passion.
I know.
Oh, today I was in the grocery store, a little boy in the top of where they sit.
Yeah.
Standing up. And I went over to grab him because I thought he was going to fall
over. Yeah.
Yes. So kids they're just great.
I know. They show us how to see the world. I understand with a beautiful, I kind of no filter, but I call it like rose color lenses, where you always see the best in everything, but everything is always so new, even though they've seen it multiple times, but it's always so new still. And that's what I learned from kids, right? Being in the industry. And that's how I got my brain to train to see the world that way. Every time I look at this plant right here, my poinsettia, it's the same plant, but it always looks brand new to me every day.
It changes a bit.
It does.
Yeah. It grows and it changes. It's never the same.
No. And life is like that. I mean, it's how you approach life. Having that fascination with everything, even though it's always the same, whatever. But that faucet that you use to brush your teeth, it could go bad one day and you'd be like, oh, I can't do my boss. I can't brush my teeth. And then you really understand, oh man, I really need to appreciate this every time it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, right? And so I know that you're like so bred to have such a steady personality, but with all the stuff that comes at us and getting people who got COVID, not COVID, like, and the stresses of it all, like, how do you keep it like so sane, like just peaceful?
Well, you know what? I love a challenge. And I realized when COVID happened, that was just up my alley. It's just, I love a challenge. And I think our superintendent was the same way. He dealt with the COVID situation with ease.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and I love a challenge, and I was up for it. And I'm a leader.
Yep.
I'm a leader who I'm going to help others be their very, very best in a horrible situation.
Yes.
And that's my calling.
Yes.
That's really my calling, I think.
You listen to your inner voice. That like so many famous people in the world talk about, like Oprah, Dalai Lama, everybody talks about, like, listen to your inner voice, what's your calling. And we're on this planet, like, why? Like, what are we here for? It's not just to have fun, but we do things that matter, but also have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to find the way how, though, because so many people, they're like, they're feeling a little down. You know, I've talked to so many lunch heroes throughout all my interviews, and just personally, not interviewing, but talking to them. And man, there's so many people are so down in energy, spirit. Their bodies are tired. 9 months of no break. So finally, this winter break coming up tomorrow, I'm so happy for you guys. Everybody's going to take like a 2-week, 3-week break. Much deserved, much overdue. And not having people feel burnt out. But it's like, how do we keep going, right? Like what are some of the things you like to do for yourself that's just for you, your favorites?
Oh, I'm not really good at that.
Oh, wait, do you take like Epsom salt baths, or do you massage your feet with a rock?
No, but I do get my toenails done, you know, a mani-pedi. That's what I do for myself. Do that kind of thing.
That's nice.
I've tried meditating. I don't have the patience.
No, Gail, there's more than this. There's more to it. You know, some of my meditation is not traditional, but it's singing. That's how I relieve stress, and I meditate. I zone out, and it's just like letting go of things, and I just burst out in song. You know me, let it go, let it go. I don't care if I can't carry a tune, but it makes you laugh. It makes other people laugh when they hear me. Which is good.
Well, I love to laugh. That's the one thing for sure.
Yes, and that's your meditation right there. Did you know they have a thing called laughing meditation?
Oh, wow.
Laughing yoga.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, Google it because it's there. And
that would work for me.
That would see, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to, you know, like that doesn't work for everybody. But that's the message, is that everybody got to keep finding what is it that helps them center themselves and just let go and take that breath, where else that pressure builds. And guess what? Stress causes what? Diseases.
Yeah, that's right.
Cancer causes a breakdown in your immune system that you need to fight the flu, fight the COVID, fight everything.
Yep.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
And so I'm always so curious. Now, you know me, I love magical things, magical moments. I feel like every day is a magical moment. So this is my Harry Potter wand. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
And if I gave you this wand, Gail, and like say you can make, what's your first wish you want to do? First wish. Anything. Child nutrition
universal free meals. I've been fighting for that for years.
Yes.
And if I had that magic wand, that is exactly what I would do for this United States of America. We have proven that this is necessary. Feeding our communities is necessary. And we start with children so that they can go to school and learn, so teachers can teach them, because a teacher can't teach a hungry child, and a hungry child can't learn.
Exactly.
It's so,
they're like,
It's so obvious. It's just, it's obvious. It's ridiculous. And I think if COVID does us anything, it's going to lead us into universal free meals by 21, 22.
I believe it.
And that is my vision. That's my hope. And I'm not going to stop fighting for it. And as I work with the San Diego Hunger Coalition, we will fight for that.
Yes.
We will fight to have that become a reality. And if it's just in California, then maybe it's just in California.
And we'll just be the first, and that's, all there. And then it'll be like wildfire, not the scary wildfire that we've been having in California, but a nice infectious feeding of people, like wildfire everywhere. And I believe my sister in Oklahoma already made that happen, where the whole state of Oklahoma eats for free.
Oh, I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, let me introduce you to her. My sister, Shona Hall, and she is fabulous. And she is diehard, all about every week. She calls, emails her politicians and all her constituents. I mean, her Congress people.
Right.
She is on it every week.
Wow.
She is like wild like that. She used to be like in public, like she knows the ins and outs of all the different industries. That's why she knows what she got to do to make it happen, and she did it.
That's so awesome.
Is that crazy? And so I'll introduce you guys.
Please introduce me.
Yes, yes.
I would love to follow her lead on that.
Yes, I want to clone her and clone you, and then we can shoot you out like COVID, but in a nice way, where they have your passion and they have your brains. You have so much in here that we need to download, and so we can educate everyone on like different ways of how to do this and run the program, how to be more successful, and how to make more money. Like, because then the program have more money, then we can feed better kids and more kids, better quality. We always can get better. That's
absolutely.
It's amazing now.
We were headed that way with Escondido, more scratch cooking and plant-based food.
Yes.
Which was we were growing.
Yes.
Even though we were, as long as we've been around, we were growing and getting better. And so there's just that you got to start with our children young to teach them how to be healthy, how to eat well. It's hard to teach a 25-year-old.
They're already set in their ways.
Yeah. So you start young and you just make it work. I think the other thing I would do, Winnie, is I would ask that we only pick 3 of the 5 components.
Oh, yes.
Like it was back in the traditional food base. And I know there's going to be people who disagree with me.
I know.
We went, and nutrition education.
Thank you.
All has to go around that with universal free meals, nutrition education, universal free meals first, nutrition education second. And then in the component part of the 5 components, let them pick the 3 they want.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
And then our food waste would be less.
Thank you.
And my other passion is organic recycling, which is going to happen here in Escondido. We've got state-of-the-art 2 anaerobic digesters that are going to start up in probably January or February. I am so excited to see that in our community. Because I was doing organic waste recycling at Conway and I forget the other school, Quantum. We were doing organic recycling. We went from 2 4-yards, those big containers, only filled up 1.
Oh my God.
And not even 1. That and the food went into these pods that a composter picked up and took to Oceanside.
Oh.
So we had successful. I never got to do the dollar and cents because March happened. And but organic recycling in schools, and that is another piece of education that kids can take with them, grow, maybe even become an organic recycler in the future.
Thank you. You hit it, because what are we doing to the planet if we keep going at it the way we've been going at it, which is the non-compostable stuff. like things that you use once and then it doesn't biodegrade. I mean, things that say they're biodegradable sometimes takes like 50 years. Why does it take that long? It shouldn't. It should just decay in a week.
It just goes in there and it doesn't do anything. Where we had all compostable trays and compostable sporks, and along with the food, outside of food wrappers, the food, the tray, and the spork all went into this tote that got carried away to the composter.
Yes.
We recycled our milk cartons, and then we went from 12 bags of trash, food trash a day to 1 bag.
See, we have to make a video. Do you guys make videos of this?
Yes, we have some.
Okay, great. Because we have to share that and blast it.
It's the future.
Well, yeah, I mean, COVID has made us pump the brakes and take a pause and reevaluate our ways so that we can do better. And how we preserve the planet is for all these kids we're feeding. That is the future. Because if we're not doing this, you guys, well, where are they gonna grow? When they grow up, then the planet is even worse. Because of all the trash and all the da-da-da and the pollution and everything. Like, hello.
With organic composting, the products that we were purchasing, the packaging was made from plants.
Thank you.
You make this packaging from plants. It takes a full cycle and it comes back to compost, and then the compost goes back into the ground to help the plants, and we remake
in the soil.
And so then we have new plants and new packaging, and so.
And that's how I understand farmers. They need the what is it? It's natural way, not like because we've overdone the soil. So now the soil is not healthy. So the food that's grown, you guys, it doesn't carry the same nutrient values as the soil that was like the natural, what is it? Is it tilling? I forgot the term.
Tilling.
But
Okay. Overturning.
Yeah, because it naturally has all these 21 minerals, I think. And now the soil from a lot of farmers, guess what? If you test it, it's got like 3 minerals left in the soil because it's been used and sprayed and done so much to it. Not like organically.
They're doing more crop rotation in order to help with that situation.
See, I mean, I'm not a farmer, but I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl.
But these are the things we can teach our kids so they can take that over and continue to teach about that and work in that field and be successful young adults and older adults.
And go into the field like you, high school, you went into it head on. And if we can affect the change and inspire these kids to go into how to save the planet more, like instead of making tons of money, what are you going to do with the money when there's no planet?
Right. Exactly.
Like they don't see it. They think it's like far away. We got more hundreds and thousands of years to use up the planet, but no, I don't think so. I mean, that's just me, but I just, I watch too much TV, maybe too much movies, like Mandalorian.
I don't watch any movies, so I just watch Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna try it because of you. So with everything that you've known, like how many years, Gail, in this whole industry since, like how many years do you think now?
30.
What?
I know.
That's a whole person. 30.
And I started late. I didn't start until 1989.
Okay.
In the field and in Walnut Creek, and but it's been I think I've learned a lot being in several different districts, because I've learned each district and what was going on in each district, and so it allowed me to really grow as a person, I think. And be able to lead others in this environment.
I know, I love it. And that's why I'm so happy that you got to come and talk and share your knowledge. But there's so much more that I know you want to say. But for the first one, we will give them all this goodness now. And is there anything else you want to say to all the parents and guardians out here, like who may not understand and maybe not fully supportive of the child nutrition program? Like, what can we say to them?
Well, the first thing we could say to them is, we love your kids.
Yeah.
And we, as food service people, we see your child every day.
Yes.
We can tell if they're having a good day. We can tell if they're having a bad day. And they love seeing our smile on our faces, and what we're able to give them, they love in return. And your child's health is important to us, so your child can learn. And you gotta love it. And I don't think there's going to be anyone that doesn't appreciate what this arena has done in the last 9 months. They can't.
No, I know.
The food banks are feeding almost twice as many food being handed out, and the schools are doing everything they can to get meals out. So
see, you got it. You struck them. Like, it's our heart. Our heart is always with them, beating every day. 9 months, you guys, no break, and went through all the holidays.
Every kid is the same.
Yes.
There is no one child that is more important or less important. They are all the same. And that's how we treat our kids. And we love them, and the parents need to understand that really they're kind of our kids too.
Yes. And we're their, big sisters, big brothers, we're their additional aunties. We're just anything that they need us to be.
Yeah,
we're there for them, not just feeding them, but emotionally, physically, spiritually, everything. They know that we got their back.
Yes,
got their back.
Totally.
And we will fight to the death for them.
We are their other mommies.
Yes.
Other mommies.
Exactly. I love you so much, sister.
Oh, I love you, sister.
I know. Okay, let me feel your hug. I'm hugging myself. But I can't wait until it gets a little bit better. Then I can come down to San Diego and visit you. I'm inviting myself over to your fabulous place.
Yes, come. I've got 2 bedrooms that are empty.
Oh, fabulous. That's perfect. I'm always good anywhere, on the couch, on the floor, in the bathtub.
Me too, but I have 2 nice rooms. So
that's perfect.
You are more than welcome to stay here.
Thank you. So I will, I'm going to be calling you for another video. So we can do maybe some cooking stuff.
Fun.
Yes, I think so. We're going to start creating some funnier things for everyone. Not just learning about everybody's beautiful history and how they got started, but they need help with some recipes, I think.
Yeah.
And using commodity stuff or tips on, running programs in a different way. And so being progressive. And I know that everyone's hungry for knowledge. And everybody's got so much different, things that fit into their program. So get your vocal cords ready, Gail. Sister. Because, we're going to have to sing a song for everybody. That's what I understand.
Okay.
I love it. All right, sister. I will call you later.
All right.
Bye.
Love you too.